radicalization is a concept from social psychology that highlights that opponents on either side of a political divide can radicalize each other. What do I mean by radicalization? Shifting away from conventional practices and norms that support democracy and certain established forms of collective action, maybe petitions or rallies in a Western context, towards forms of action that might be opposed by authorities, such as blockades and sit-ins, but also towards discourses that dehumanize, that objectify, and that reject your opponents, sometimes as not even human. The concept of mutual radicalization is helpful because it teaches us that radicalization is something that our side can be doing to the other side and that they are also doing to us. Now, this is super unintuitive for most of us who are in the center or the moderate part of our movements or governments. But what's actually happening is when an extremist acts on the other side, we are looking at them as representing the entire group. But there are moderate people within that group that are not part of that decision, that didn't endorse what they did. Similarly, when we overreact, or some of our side overreact with stigmatizing language, with negativity, then the moderates on our side are invisible, and the people in the other group are looking at us going, wow, those people hate us and they're trying to threaten us in ways that are profound. So each side's extremists justify the reaction of the others group in a way that can erode commitment to democracy, erode commitment to human rights, erode commitment to civility, and erode commitment to conventional forms of collective action, whether that's petition and rallies in the West or perhaps some lobbying and advocacy. So what occurs, for example, between right-wing extremists in Europe and Islamist extremists in Europe is that each atrocity or act of terrorism becomes grist for the mill of radicalization of the young people in the other group. So every time there's a white supremacy attack, the terrorist recruiters, the leaders who are extremist among the Islamist community, will feed that as if it's representative of the whole West. Similarly, every time an Islamist terrorist attack is carried out, people on the right-wing extremist side of the spectrum within the West will portray it as representing the entire Muslim community. And so that dynamic of mutual extremism can undermine both groups' views of each other, both groups' commitment to cooperation and peace, and even support for democracy.
This is the comfort fit original reflected in your ears.